Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a custom start in Bannerlord. So this is done in a lot of different games. For example, one being very popular is Skyrim. They have a bunch of custom starting mods where you can start off in a different location, do different quests, not just the beginning of the game as you would always start it. Now, Bannerlord does have a sandbox mode where you can start as different kingdoms and all that, different kingdom locations, and also not have the main quest. But I can do a lot better than that, right? So I can show you a lot better than that. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a lot of various things. Like, for example, how to start as a king, or how to start as, being a very wealthy individual, how to start with a bunch of troops, a bunch of armies, how to start with everybody being at war with each other in the world, how to start with, pretty much almost all the leaders already dead and new people taking over, stuff of that nature. I'm going to show you how to do all of that. I'm going to first show you how to enable the cheats, which allows you to input commands. And by the way, this custom start requires no mods. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to go anywhere for downloads. It doesn't require any of that. So I'm going to teach you how to turn on the cheats to make these commands work, which you can input right when you start a game. I'm going to show you my go-to list of all the commands and exactly what they do. I'm going to show you even a longer list that you can try out a lot of different variations as well. And I'm also going to show you how to then turn off the cheats so you can then just play in the world that you created. And yeah, that pretty much will do it. And let's get to it right away. So first, let's turn on the cheats. Alrighty, so to turn the cheats on is actually very, very simple. So if you've downloaded this from Steam, and I'm pretty sure it's very close to the same as Epic Games. If you didn't change too much settings around, if you did, then you know where this is. But if you didn't change anything really around whenever you downloaded the game, you just need to find your documents folder. You can always search it on your PC, but just your main documents folder is usually where games and all their configs are located. So if you go to documents, right over here, just find the game. As you can see, it's right over here. And you're going to go into configs, and you're going to go into engine configs. Now when you open this, as you can see right here, you're going to see a lot of stuff over here. You only need to change one setting. So it's pretty much at the top. What line is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's the 14th line, okay? It says cheat mode equals 0. That means it's off. All you have to do is change this to a 1. Cheat mode equals 1. Now, don't start your game just yet, because I see a lot of people having this issue, because I did make this video before, and I should have prefaced this. Make sure you hit File, Save, and then close it. Okay? Make sure you close it. Do not keep it open. Close it. Now that that's done, you can run your game again. Alrighty, now that we have launched the game, now we have two choices. We can either start a new campaign, which pretty much will include the story, or we could do the sandbox mode, which does not include the story, and you get to choose where you start and also your age. I'm going to choose sandbox. I suggest you choose sandbox as well. The campaign kind of story doesn't go too well when you do a lot of modifications, so sandbox is kind of the way to go. Alrighty, now I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to skip the starting cutscene. Let's get rid of that. Alrighty. Obviously pick everything that you want in here as the same as you always would. I'm gonna pick Sturgeons just for this demonstration. Do some random. Okay, looks great. Again, you might want to go through all of these and do exactly what you want. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna run through it real quick. Let's get an old man. Boom, looks great to me. Wow, sensational. Let's make it a little bit of blue. There it is. Your family name, that looks great to me. Tolvo, looks great to me. Okay. Boom, let's make it really hard. Alright. Now that we start the game, as you can see, we start over here, but the game hasn't currently started. We're still paused. Now, how do we change everything in the world? Well, before I do that, let me show you my quick list, okay? So my list right over here is going to be on the screen. I'm also probably going to move it to the side of the screen as I keep talking. This has all the popular commands that I use, and also has some rules at the top. I'm going to read them real quick. So, actually, no, I'm going to talk about them after. And also at the bottom, it has a huge list of of even more commands. It's made by PC Gamer. They made one when the game first came out, but as the development has rolled through, a lot of the commands stopped working, a lot of the commands have changed, and even as I'm going through this video, the commands are probably going to change a little bit. So they're probably going to tell me, oh, it's actually, you have to actually input it like this, which brings me to my next point is, as the game has progressed, it's gotten actually a lot easier to input these commands, and there's been a lot more help. And also, like, you know how Google, when you search something, it kind of tries to finish your search before you finish typing. It kind of gives you recommendations. This command prompt does as well. So how do we open the command prompt, which pretty much has exactly what we need to get started? So you need to press the Alt key and the tilde key at the same time, and this should pop up. Now you're wondering, what is the tilde key? The tilde key is the key right next to the one key on your keyboard and right under the escape key. It's like the little squiggly thing. So you have to get the Alt key and the tilde key, and it's going to pop up this command prompt right over here. And this command prompt right over here is what you're going to use to pretty much input all of those commands that you have just seen. Okay? Now, before we actually do input all those commands, first let's go over all the other stuff the cheat menu actually does. So the cheat menu does a lot of things for you. First of all, if you go into your inventory, as you can see, the left side now is not empty. The left side has pretty much 10 of everything. Every single item, every single food, horse type, weapon type, armor type, everything. Even stuff that's not actually in the game, it has in here. Well, it's not in the base game, you know what I mean? Like, you could literally find the, what's it called? Like, under the arrows, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can find it. Under the arrows, you can find, where is it? They might have actually removed it, because they do remove stuff. They always try to remove stuff to make it as clean as possible. But here you go, the ballista arrows. I think these are the arrows that go into the, what do you call it? The actual ballistas on the siege walls. But regardless, right here is all your items. Now you might be wondering, what if I want more than 10? If you grab 10 pack animals, okay, you press done, boom, you have 10 pack animals. You can go right back into the inventory, and it's going to refresh, get 10 more. That's the easiest way to do it. Obviously, there are commands, but then you have to find the command ID and stuff of that nature. But it's much easier just to, scroll through this and just pick exactly what you want, right? Now, same thing with your party. Your party has all the troops in the game, all troop types in the game. So, exactly, if you want to build, whatever army you would like to build, it's all here. And obviously, you can search by type, by tier, to have the highest tier units. For example, let me see if I go all the way up. This is all, and then change this around, and there you go. You have the highest tier units. And again, let's say I want 10 of these guys. Boom, press done. I'm gonna go back in. Boom. Where is he? Okay, let's go ahead to tier. There we go, and here he is again. Where is he? Right over here. Now you have 20 of those guys. Very simple. Alrighty, now onto the command prompt. Alright, so let's do our Alt and tilde over here, and let's go over some of the popular ones that I have. I'm just going to go down the list, and I'm going to tell you exactly what they do, how they work, and obviously you're going to see on the screen exactly what they do as well. So the first one's pretty simple. We're going to add gold to our hero. Boom, boom, boom. Campaign, add gold to hero. Again, I suggest you save all the, what do you call it? The whole list that I have is going to be linked down below in the description. So I suggest you save it and, have it as you're playing. So it's a lot easier for you to just copy and paste and not type everything. So add gold to hero. How much gold do I want? Let's say I want 50,000 gold. Sorry about that. I didn't type it in right. 50,000 gold. Boom. Easy. 50,000 gold right over there for us. Next, let's say we want to change some of our hero skills, because as you can see, our hero, his skills aren't that great. There you go. Pretty much nothing. Let's say we want a one-handed skill of 200, right? So boom, it's campaign set skill main hero. Then it's the number that you want it to set to. By the way, the number can only go between 0 and 300. So 200 is what we want, and then we want the skill name, one-handed. There it is. Now, with this being said, and now you're not going to see it right now, but if you press done, pretty much go right back into it. Boom, now it's at 200, okay? But one thing I did want to say, and this is one of my rules, is for 2 words or more, like as you can see, one-handed is 2 words. For certain commands, if they do not work properly the first time, always check if it will work with no spaces. So let's say, for example, this didn't work. What you would do is you would do the same thing, but you would put one-handed like this with no spaces. Obviously, this isn't going to work because this command requires you to use spaces. But for some reason, certain commands want you to use no spaces. So it depends on the command, but it's going to tell you if it works or if it doesn't work, as you can see right over here, success or not success. It saves your history as well. And for example, before we continue, like I said before, if you want to find even more suggestions for stuff that works, as you can see, I put campaign dot, and then we have this whole list of different ones that you can use, right? Even stuff that I'm not going to go over in this video, but again, that you can use. Alrighty, next, what do we have? We have influence. Obviously, influence is a big thing. It's the same thing as gold. Campaign, add influence. Let me get out of this actually, first of all. Alrighty, let's put this over here. So the list is over here. Let's say we want this much influence. What is that? It's about 200,000 influence. Boom, we have 200,000 influence. Next is renown. So renown is important. It's pretty much how big your clan level is. Let's say we want the biggest clan level. I don't know how much that would. Let's just add a crazy amount. There we go. We added a crazy amount. And now, as you can see, we are clan level 6 right away. There it is. Next is focus points. Let's get to it. Ooh, there we go. There's the focus points. And how many focus points do we want? Let's say we want 34 of them. Very simple. And then, I don't have this one written down, but I should have it written down. Attribute points, same way as you can see right over here. Campaign attribute points. How much do we want? Let's say we want 40 of those. Now, if we go back to our character, as you can see, we have 44 attribute points. And, well, we have more because we just started. But they added 34 more focus points. Again, these are the focus points, and the attribute points are obviously right over here, as you can see. Alrighty. Next, let's say, for example, you put all your skills. Oh, well, first, if you wanted to make it easier for your skills to be all leveled up, for example, let's say you want all level 300 skills. You want like maxed level skills. So it's campaign, set all skills of main hero. Let's say you want 300. Now, what does that do? Boom. All our skills are now 300. Very simple. Now, let's say you went through this. Let's just say you picked all these skills. Boom. Let's just pick a lot of skills randomly. All right. So let's say you made the wrong choice. You want to reset it. You don't like how it's looking, right? So how to reset all perks and skills is this command right over here. Ooh. Starting to ride. Starting to ride. Don't want to ride. We're not starting the game yet. Okay. There we go. My bad. Whenever you're switching windows, you got that window sound. But all right, this is the perk thing. I mean, this is the command right over here. Campaign, reset player skills, level, and perks. Boom, set that. And now if we back out of this, go to characters, everything else is back down to 0. Next, let's add some stuff. So let's say we want some companions. Okay. So how do we do that? Add companion, very simple. Boom, adds one companion, just a random companion, and you could just spam it if you like. Spam it if you like, spam it if you like. Look at all those companions that we now have. As you can see, there they are. If you don't like what they do, you can talk to them, see what they do, what they're proficient in. If you don't like it, then you can just, get rid of them. Next, let's say we want some settlements. Let's say we want some property. Let's say we want all of, what do you call it? Sturgia. I want all of Sturgia. So how do we do this? A campaign gives settlements to player, and then you gotta type in the name. Varcheg. I want Varcheg first. Boom! Now you have Varcheg. Look at that. And now it works the same way. It's just all yours. Now, let me just go in here real quick. I know I kind of started the game technically. But there you go. This is yours. And you will get the income for it. You can do pretty much everything else. You technically own this settlement. Next, let's say you want a workshop inside this settlement. It's very simple. What I suggest you first do is you have to be in the settlement for this to work, and it's going to tell you to go into a settlement for it to work if you try to do it without doing that, right? So let's get back this out. Well, actually, no. First, make sure you're in the settlements. Alt and tilde. Boom. First, you want to actually type this in. It's not going to give you a workshop yet, but then you want to scroll down, and it's going to tell you, as you can see right over here, which are available. All right? And then it's going to tell you exactly how to type it in. So, boom, we're going to type it in one more time. The settlement is Varcheg. That's what it wants. And then the number of the workshop, let's say we want the brewery. That's 1. Boom. Now we have the brewery. So now if we go over here, we'll just pause and restart it. So it restarts. Boom. We own this brewery, and over time it will start earning for us just like it has before. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to let you know something. The caravan command has been lost. I don't know if there's a new one. I've tried to find a new one. But unfortunately, it used to be able to spawn a random caravan. But since you can spawn in gold and you can spawn in companions, you can make your caravans that way. And also allies, there isn't really a command for it or one that is known as of right now. But supporters, you can add. So now supporters, what do supporters do? They give you influence. You earn them in the game, but it's very hard to earn. Now, how do you do it? There's the command right over there. Add supporters to main hero, and then you add the number of supporters you want. Let's say I want something crazy. Give me 200 supporters. Boom. I now have 200 supporters. And now if we go back in here, how does that look? Right over here, all our supporters. You can see we have 69 normal supporters. We have 84 influential and 31 powerful. And you see how much influence they give, pretty much all of them combined. 69 of them are giving us 3.5, 84 are giving us 8.4, and this is a per day tick of influence. Next, let's say you want to conceive a child, but you're not even married. Can you do it? Yes, you can. So pretty much here is the, what do you call it? Here is the command. And if you do this without being actually married to someone, it will marry you to somebody randomly, and then she will get pregnant right away. So boom. As you can see, we got married, and she's pregnant right away. Very simple, very easy. Now, next one. Let's declare some war. But not even between us. Not even between us. So let's say we want... Sturgia and the Khazaits to go to war. So obviously you can check if they're going to war right now. Are they currently at war? No, they're not. But let's make them go to war. So do that, and now you need both faction names. So Sturgia and Khazait. Let's see if that works. There you go. War declared between Sturgia and Khazaits. There you go. And now if we just do this, you can see right over here, declares war on the Khazaits. There it is. And make sure you spell all these right, because if the spelling's just a little bit wrong, obviously it's not going to catch it, right? Now the next one I have here is, well, actually no, let me show you that they did actually start war. As you can see, now they're at war with Sturgia. Now, there is a one that says pretty much start a world war. I'm going to do this one last because this one's a little bit chaotic, okay? So now, let's say, for example, you want to make them declare peace now. You don't actually want them to keep fighting, okay? So how do you do that? Very simple. It's the same thing. Campaign, declare peace, and let's do Sturgia, and let's do Khazait. Boom. There it is, and now they have declared peace. Very simple. Next, we have is campaign kill hero. This is pretty much to delete any hero that you don't want. Now, to delete a clan that you might not want, it's the same thing. You just have to kill every single hero in the clan, every adult in the clan, because children can't take over the clan. And, you know, the clan will disappear as well. So let's do this. Let's get Munchong out of here. Bada boom, bada bing. He is murdered. Oh my goodness. And a new ruler has been chosen. There you go. And again, if I want to, I could pretty much kill everybody in his clan and get rid of his clan as well. Now, let's say I want to join a kingdom. Let's say I want to join Sturgia. So we're going to do this as a vassal. So if I want to join as a vassal, I would just put join kingdom and Sturgia. Now I'm pretty sure this might have changed a little bit, but let's see if it works. Boom! We have joined successfully. There you go. Now we're a part of them. Now let's say, for example, we don't want to be a part of them anymore. Very simple. Campaign, leave faction. We're out of there. We're gone. Bye-bye. See you later. Now, let's say you want to join as a mercenary for somebody. Same thing. Campaign, join, but then you have to add as mercenary. Let's say you want to go back to Sturgia. Like, my bad, bro, but I want to join you back again. Boom! We're back again. Now we have contracted to fight along them. Obviously, there's no cutscene because we're not vassals. We are just mercenaries. Alrighty. Now let's leave them again because you know what? I want to create my own kingdom, actually. My bad. I don't want to do this. I want to create my own kingdom. See you later. Alrighty. So how do we create our own kingdom? Very simple. We got campaign, create player kingdom. There it is. Woo! There it is. We created our own kingdom. Now let's say we want to get all our policies in order. We want all the policies. All of them, baby. We love all of them. You know what I mean? So how do we do that? Boom, boom, boom. All policies for player kingdom. Boom. And now we have added all policies. Now if we go to our kingdom page and we go to our policies, we have all the policies. And now if you don't want some of them, get rid of some of them. Very, very simple. Alrighty. Now on to pretty much the last one that I wanted to do is declare or start a world war. So what does this mean? This one right here, it's hardcore. Everybody is at war with you and everybody is at war with everybody else. Everybody. Minor factions, major factions, all of them. Okay? This one is a little bit crazy. Okay? There it is. There it is. You're at war with everybody. Everybody is at war with everybody. If we go over here, as you can see, they're at war with every single body. Now, if you want to make peace, there was a one that kind of used to work, but now, unfortunately, if you want to declare peace, especially with yourself and other kingdoms, you have to actually, what's it called? Use the declare peace between the two factions and type your faction in, okay? So, what's our kingdom name? That's our kingdom name, right? There we go. So if you want to do that, it's kind of, you know, again, this is like the nuclear option. So if you want to do this, go for it. But this is pretty much how you get out of it. So that's our kingdom. And let's start with the Khazaits. We want to make peace with the Khazaits. Boom. Actually, no, I think I just declared war. My apologies. That's the wrong one. Let's declare peace is what we wanted. Alrighty, so he just double declared war on us. You hate to see it. Alright. And declare war with them. I mean, declare peace with us and the Khazaits. Boom. And now we should have peace. Unless I typed it in wrong. I typed it in wrong. My fault. There's no, what's it called? No S in Khazaits. Boom. Is that right? Oh, no. Karabing. I said Karabing. And Khazaits. Boom. Now we've made peace with them. And if I wanted to make peace with everybody else, I would have to do that, you know, step by step. But that pretty much does it. And again, let me, here we go. And by the way, this also does work with castles. You just got to type in castle. So let's get our Chegg back. That's mine. Let's get this Cranog Castle. Let's see if we need a space for this one or not. We actually don't need a space. Great. So I think they changed a lot of these to have no space, which is good as well. Boom. Let's take over this whole area real quick. Reval. Who else is over here? There we go. Ustokal Castle. Boom. Alrighty. There it is. And as you can see, now we own this little area of the map. And again, the game has just started, and we have a little, you know, difference of, let's say we want more party. Obviously, we have more troop size now. Let's just add all these troops. We have all these guys over here. Boom. Very simple. And also, if you didn't know, like, you can talk to one of these companions.
Your Highness.
Boom. If you want some clan members, if you want some more clans, if you have a lot of settlements, right? So, wish to reward you. Boom. Let's give him a fief. There it is. What else do we need? I don't have 50 influence. I feel like I do it. Oh, I have no influence right here. I lost all my influence because I left the clan. So, or I left the kingdom. So let's add our influence back. That's kind of, they got a lot of influence from me, to be honest with you. Let's add the influence back. Boom, boom, boom. Look at all the influence. Oh, man, oh, man. And now let's talk to our companions again and get us a bunch of clans so we can actually, you know, sustain our kingdom. Let's go to party. Let's go to this guy again. Let's talk to him.
Your Highness.
Wish to reward you for your services. Give him that. Boom. 20,000 plus 500 influence. Clan name. Ba-bing. Ba-bing. There you go. It's one guy. Let's get another one.
Your Highness.
Oh, your highness, love to hear it. Give you that castle. Boom. Ba-boom. There you go. There you go.
Your Highness.
Reward you. I'll give you a revel too. What don't I have? Now I don't have 20,000. Oh, I'm poor again. All right, let's add gold. Again. All right, let me pause this. Don't want to start just yet. Add gold. Let's add some gold. How much is that? There it is. No, oh, you're going to hear that noise a lot, aren't you? Oh, yes, you will. Oh, man, oh, man. Okay. Now this right over here.
Your Highness.
All right. Give you this. Bam. There it is. Alrighty. Let's do just one more.
Your Highness.
For example. Blam. She has some crazy eyes. Jesus. Alrighty. And now pretty much as you can see, we own a part of the map. We have some clans under us. Let's see right over here. Boom. We have all these clans. Again, you can support them all so they love you. Give them some influence so they become kind of strong. However strong you want them to become. And yeah, and that's pretty much how you do it. As you can see, the game has just started and now we are at war with everybody. But at the same time, we have our own little part of the map. And yeah, you can start some interesting gameplay with it. But that's going to do it for me. Hopefully this was as informative as it can get. And I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, and one last thing I forgot to mention that I said I was going to mention in the beginning. I just got to this as I was editing. But once you are done pretty much making your game however you would like to make it, make sure you save it as per normal. Just make it into a new save. And then exit the game. Go back into your documents. Go to obviously your game, your configs, your engine config. And the cheat mode, make sure you set it back to 0. Make sure you save it. Make sure you get out of it. And now you can go back to that same save. All the you know, the cheats with the party screen, the inventory, all that will be gone now. And obviously you can't pull up the command list anymore. So pretty much you have your custom start. Alrighty boys, I'll see you in the next one.